Hey, if you're a business owner and you've grown your business but you have now hit a ceiling, then watch this video. In this video, I'm going to show you 10 things you can do to scale your business. My name is Sanjay Wadhwa and I'm an international business coach. I work with growth-minded, ambitious entrepreneurs just like you, and I help you double your revenues while freeing your time and involvement by half so that you can do what you love doing while your business keeps growing. So if you want to scale your business, follow these 10 tips that I'm going to share with you today. Tip number 1 to scale your business is for you to look at a different segment and repeat your success from one segment into another. What does that mean? If you're selling business to business, then look for business to consumer as a segment in which you can sell. If you're selling to high net worth individuals, look at what offerings can you bring for lower value products for medium net worth individuals or low net worth individuals. Start looking at, if you're selling in a particular territory of the country, then look at, can you go pan-India? Okay, if you're selling in India, then look at, can you go abroad? Can you start exporting? So start thinking and looking at, how do you segment your business? You can segment your business based on consumers, you can segment your business based on needs, you can segment your business based on products or service offerings, you can segment based on geography, you can segment based on income of your customers and consumers, you can segment based on the consumer behaviors, you can segment based on genders, you can look at all of that. Okay, for example, you're running a restaurant, your restaurant is now saturated, it has been running to full capacity. What else can you do? You can start looking at adding a catering service. If you add a catering service, same strengths, same setup, same paraphernalia, but you can now offer a different service and therefore start to scale your business. Okay, if you're already selling restaurant services and catering, and now you want to look at more, can you often tiffin to office goer bachelors around the community, and that could be a cloud kitchen service that you can do. So start thinking, how can you add to your product, to your service, to your geography, to your customer base, to different kinds of customers, and that is number one way for you to start scaling. Use your existing strengths to segment and go to a different segment of the business. At some point in time in our business, we were doing corporate trainings and we were catering to large corporates, and we decided to go to a different segment, and that was small and medium enterprises. Now, when we took training offering to small and medium enterprises, it didn't work. We needed to change the offering, and we made a coaching offering to small and medium enterprises. The same strengths, the same skill set, packaged differently, and this is more acceptable with small medium enterprises. So that is how we segmented. And then from small and medium enterprises, we looked at solopreneurs as another category that we want to go to, and we created an online coaching program where solopreneurs can go and learn marketing and sales and grow their business. So that is how you start segmenting to different consumer segments, to different product segments, to different areas, to different genres, to different economical strata. Okay, that is tip number 1. Scale your business through segmentation. If you're liking this video and the tips that I'm presenting on scaling your business, then please subscribe the button and hit the bell icon so that we can give you notifications of these videos. Also, if you put a comment in below and share this video with people you think will get the benefit of watching this video, I'll be really grateful. Another way to scale your business is to add to your product or service offering. I'm sure the set of customers that you have where you've had a success and you enjoy trust with these customers, they also buy different allied products and allied services which you're not offering. Because you're not offering those products or services, they are buying that from other vendors. How about you adding those products or services to your portfolio? Now, there are 2 or 3 different ways in which you can do that. Way number 1, which is easy, low-hanging fruit, is you find a company that produces really great quality products or does amazing service and is hungry to grow. you do a tie-up with them. You add their products or service to your bouquet of offering and have a mutual understanding of profit sharing or in some way brand sharing. And that way you can create a joint venture through which you can go to your existing set of customers and start offering them more products or more services. Most product companies, they think that, hey, I'm a product company, I sell different products, so I need to continue selling products. That's not true. If you're a product company, you can add services, and that becomes a viable option because the customer gets to buy from one single vendor everything that they need, including products and allied services. For example, AMC contracts, okay, or service maintenance contracts, or installation services, and so on and so forth, right? That's one. Second, you can also look at adding those product or service to your capacity. Now, what does that mean? You already have a business infrastructure, you have a finance team, you have a billing team, you have an operations team, you have all those backend setup done. For you to add a couple of products, maybe all you need is to set up those 2-3 machines and a couple of people to operate those machines, and everything else you can just plug and play from your existing business infrastructure. So that could be one way to do it. So it may need some investment, or if it's service, then all it may need is for you to hire a service head and then hire a few technicians to your service portfolio, or to a few service providers to your portfolio, and suddenly you're now offering that service as well. Remember, because you have a successful business, you already have all the backend infrastructure, you must keep your eyes open to what else is your customer buying, and can you start offering that either through a joint venture agreement or through adding to your capacity. Okay. The third is you can also buy small companies that are struggling. They have a good bouquet of products. They have amazing deliverables, deliveries, but they do not have enough cash flow. You can buy those companies. One of my friends has scaled his business by acquiring small businesses that were struggling because of cash flow. Now, the moment these small businesses become a part of your big business, they now have the cash flow required. They also have credibility because they are now part of your business, and you have a portfolio of customers that you can share with them, and they go in the market saying, hey, we already service these kind of companies, and their credibility goes up in the market, and they start selling products and services. You can then bring those products and services to your existing customers. You can explore newer markets. You can fund their growth, thereby your growth. So those are the 3 ways in which you can add to your products and service offering, therefore scaling your business. So joint ventures, adding to capacity, or buying small companies that are great at their deliverables but are struggling with cash flow. Your cash infusion can actually make them survive. Therefore, you just acquire them and make them a part of your business, right? So those are the ways in which you can scale your business through adding products and services. To scale your business, you also need to streamline your operations. What does that mean? That means that you need to create processes, document those processes in simple, easy to understand language, and make everybody in the organization to follow those steps. The more they follow those steps, the more your organization becomes more and more efficient, more and more driven by processes and not by people. When any organization is run by processes and not by people, then it is ready to scale, because you can bring many people, give them a set of processes to follow, and you will see that they are following the processes in many locations, many areas of business, and it is no longer dependent on one person and what he thinks or she thinks in the business, therefore making the business very efficient. Without having set processes and documenting those processes where everybody can actually refer to a document and saying, oh, this is how I need to do customer onboarding. Oh, this is how I need to find out what are the needs of the customer. Oh, this is how I need to clarify expectation. Oh, this is the process for production. These are the 7 steps. There is a checklist for me to follow. Okay, as long as I follow the checklist. The best way you can see that happening, companies that are into housekeeping. If you look at housekeeping companies, they do this amazingly well, because housekeeping companies service many locations, and the people who are doing the actual housekeeping are not very educated or high tech, and there are people who are doers more than thinkers. Their systems and processes are all set. Okay, there's a checklist. The supervisor gets every day 3 times, comes to the place and does a check on the checklist saying, hey, is this thing been clean? Has this toilet rolls been replaced? Are the sinks spanking clean? Is the dusting done? Is mopping done, and so on and so forth? Are the windows clean, etc., etc.? So they have a checklist, and you notice that they work efficiently across locations. That's the kind of setting of processes and making of checklists that's required in your business. If your business is small right now, it's a great opportunity for you to start creating those processes right now and checklist. When you, as a supervisor or as a boss of the organization, checking somebody's work, when you're reviewing somebody's work, it'll be super if you can sit with the checklist and start asking them questions. Have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? And if there is an error, the error needs to get fixed. So if there was a client escalation needs to get fixed short term, but also you need to rectify the process and add one more step there so that that error never comes up again. So that's the way to implement processes and checklists in your organization, and therefore make your operations efficient. The other way to make your operations efficient is to also add automation. There are so many tools in today's world that are available that can help you automate almost everything, from data collection, data mining, to producing reports, to doing some thinking and analysis on the data, and therefore taking some actions. The more you automate everything, the less chances of errors happening, and therefore the faster the work can happen. And that is the next need for you to scale your business. So need is to operationalize everything, have processes and checklists, and then to automate most of all of these processes so that you don't have to do manual labor, and therefore reduce the chance of issues and errors happening, and therefore speed up the process. If you're already successful in your business and you want to scale your business, the next tip is for you to use technology in your business. How about adding robust systems like ERP solutions, or a CRM, a customer relationship management system, where all data goes in and continuously you keep engaging with the customers and understanding the dynamics of which customer gives you orders at what time, in what frequency, what products are more profitable, less profitable, and so on. Therefore, using that analytics and intelligence that your ERP solutions or your CRM gives you to make intelligent decisions, to make timely decisions to scale your business. If you find out that, hey, a product is selling less but giving me high percentage profit, then your thought process should be, how do I increase the sales of this item? If you see that, hey, B product sells in large quantities but the percentage profit is low, then you want to look at, can I bring a better grade of that product so that I can make slightly more margin or profit? See how data and analytics can actually help you in making decisions and thinking about the future of your business. That is extremely important. Today, data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence is part of every business, you need to start thinking how you're going to bring digital transformation to your business, make it structured using technology, and make intelligent decisions based on technology. Also, look at what are customer facing technologies that you can bring in. Do you need an app that will make your customers' life easy and therefore they will make more purchase from you? Or do you need to have your own e-commerce website where you're going to sell and not be dependent on marketplaces? They take away a lot of margin from you. How do you leverage what's happening around the world? If Meta is coming up with new AI based advertisement technology, how can you leverage that? If there is a complete new AI revolution happening, how do you leverage that? You need to start thinking of all of this, because remember, whatever you've been doing till now to make your business successful is no longer going to take you to the next sphere. You need to start thinking futuristic. You need to start thinking new. You need to adapt to what's happening in the world for you to bring your next level of scale. So technology and digital transformation must be your keyword. Dwell in this journey and bring digital transformation to your organization for you to achieve scale. If you have already grown your business and it has hit a ceiling and you want to scale it up, then the next thing for you to do is to hire a team of professionals. And you need to hire people to the level where you want your business to be, not at your current level. A lot of business owners make this mistake of hiring people according to their current level of business. Okay, but that's not the way to go. In fact, hire people a couple of notches up so that they can actually bring your business to that level. And that is the next way to scale up. Hire a team of people who are amazing, who are professional, who've dealt with that size of business, and therefore they can bring the ideas and strategies of that level to your business and take your business up. That's one. Second, most businesses have grown from ground up, and actually people in the business have also grown from ground up. They've grown from levels within the organization. This is the time for you to train them really professionally. In fact, give them higher standards to live up to. Give them all the support and training so that they can start thinking more strategic at a higher level. And when teams start thinking at higher level, more strategic, they'll actually bring ideas to the table that are that way. You can get your team members trained by great business colleges, or send them to other companies to observe what's happening. In fact, they can be mentored by other business owners who are of that level. That's another thing. You can give them professional help, like you can give them coaches who can coach them, or go through some training programs where they can be groomed to open their mindset. In short, get them out of their little pond and exploring the ocean so that they can bring the best practices to your organization and do that. And that should be your next strategy. Hiring a team of professionals who are at a different level and grooming the existing team to reach to that level, so that you have a team of people who are thinking large and therefore filling the gap between the current and the next level and bring your organization to the next level. So that is what you should be looking at. Once you've achieved success in your business and you're now on the journey of scaling your business, you need to start thinking alliances and partnerships. There are many types of alliances and partnerships that will help you scale up your business. First thing is technological alliances and technological partnerships, which means look at companies from across the world that have the technology but do not have a footprint or foothold in this country, in your market. If that's the case, you can bring in their technology and your expertise of operating in this market and merge the two to make a unique offering to this market that can actually help you scale your business. So that's technological partnerships or alliances. You can also look at partnership and alliances with different influencers who can boost your visibility of your brand and therefore help you reach newer areas, newer customer segments and newer markets, and that could actually help you scale your business exponentially. This is also the time to look at strategic alliances and strategic tie-ups where you can bring in your expertise to somebody else and help grow business. Manufacturing not only to end consumer but actually to other brands, becoming an OEM manufacturer or a sub-service provider could also be a sound strategy. If you have spare capacity, you can actually utilize that spare capacity by being a service provider to the main service provider. And there's just so much more that is there in partnership and alliances that can help you scale your business. That is what you should also be looking at if you want to scale your business. Start looking out for and keeping an active engagement going on how you can form partnerships and how you can form alliances to actually scale your business. If you want to scale your business, one of the other things you should be looking for is franchising or licensing. Okay, if you have a great successful business model and it is operating on processes and systems, it is not people dependent, you can actually think of franchising it out or licensing it out, in which case you need to make sure that your business becomes like a center of excellence, and other people can actually model the same processes, same systems, same operating DNA of your business into different locations, and therefore that is called as franchising. You can look at most famous food chains are franchised out, where the central ingredient and the process of making the food comes from a central place, but the outlets, what they do is the last minute, last mile preparation and servicing of the customer, and therefore the reach grows, and that makes it amazing. You can also, if you are a technology company, if you have some patented technology, you can license it out, and by licensing you can earn a lot of license fees because your reach is now going to places where you can't reach yourself, but others are reaching with your products, and you're getting the benefit out of this through a licensing fee. So franchising and licensing is also a way to go about it. However, franchising and licensing, there is a small difference. With franchising, you have the responsibility of making sure that your franchisee is making profits, and therefore you must help them to win. With licensing, that's not your responsibility. You just give away the license, and every time your products are sold, you get a commission. The only thing that you don't have a control on is how much is the licensee going to sell or not sell, how much are they going to be successful. So you make sure that you're tying up with the right people who have the right reach. Do your due diligence to make sure that you're doing franchisees and licensing in the right way. And that is another way that you can scale your business. Upselling to your existing customer base is a way to scale your business as well. You've been doing business for years now, you've reached success, and you have a large database of customers who trust you. There are also customers who you have lost, customers who bought from you in the past, but they're not buying from you now, who inquired but never bought. Use this large database to reactivate your customers. Use your current database to upsell to your customer by selling them higher valued products, higher valued services, and therefore achieve scale through using your entire database of customers and giving them an upsell or a cross-sell. That's also a way to scale your business. Another thing that you'll need to scale your business is maybe funding and investment from outside. Look at funding opportunities from outside. There are private investors who are willing to fund in a successful business. You can also look at angel investors, or you can look at PE funding. You can look at going the IPO route today. Small and medium businesses in India can also have an IPO on MSME exchange. So you can start thinking of generating funds through investments or opening your business up for other investors and therefore have access to those funds. Now, the caveat is you have to be using these funds very, very carefully, invest wisely, use it for growth opportunities and not delivery opportunities. Once you invest those funds into growth opportunities like marketing, sales, exploring new geographies and new technologies, and once money is coming in, you can then strengthen your deliveries even more. But don't take the funds and start strengthening your deliveries unless growth is happening steadily and sustainably. Okay, so make sure the investment when they come in, or you use the funds wisely in growth first and then sustainability. Okay, here is the final tip for you to scale your business. You are your business's most important asset, and you need to invest in your own development for the scale to happen. You need to go out in the market, go to different countries, go to different geographies, go to different educational programs, and you start to open your mind up to what's possible. Go find out the best practices in the industry from world over. Go to international conferences, meet right people, mastermind with like-minded business owners. You need to start developing yourself if scale needs to happen. You are the X factor for scaling your business. You are the multiplier. If you do not open yourself up, you don't get educated, you don't get coached, you don't attend masterminds, you don't hobnob with the who's who in the industry, you don't attend international conferences and see what's happening across the world in your industry, you're going to be left behind. And that person who's going to be thinking this way cannot take their business that way. Your growth is the lid to your business's growth. If you're at this level, your business cannot surpass that. For your business to surpass it, you need to up your level so that your business, there's a gap between where your business is and where you are, and you will then pull your business up and cover the gap. You are the X factor, and you have to invest in your growth and development, mental growth and development, educational growth and development, business growth and development. Make sure you hire the right set of people, go to the right set of programs to have that happen for yourself. And if that happens, nothing can stop you from scaling your business. I'm going to sign off right now. My name is Sanjay Wadhwa and I'm an international business coach. If you want to talk about scale and you want to have a quick conversation just over a cup of coffee, reach out to me and you and I can have a cup of coffee virtually and talk about how scale can happen. And I promise not to sell you anything, all right? Just a conversation to stimulate your thinking. If that's what you're interested in, click on the link below and get in touch with me.